My name is Lokeshwari, but everyone calls me Preeti, that's my nickname. And we've been married almost 17 years now, and we have two children. The daughter is the elder one, she's about 12 years now, and the small one is just 20 months now. And I work for Wipro. I head the cloud delivery for Wipro organization. And yeah, we live in Bangalore, and these are dream home. Yeah.
I think perfectly she has summarized it very well. My name is Guru Raj, and I've been born brought up in Bangalore. Then now I work for L&T. I am the delivery head for infrastructure services, and I almost lived about 10 plus years abroad, covering almost 26 countries, working in various parts of the geographies and continents. That's a very interesting story. It was not merely from a pleasure or from a luxury space. In fact, we thought it was a necessity. And when we had this inception of the construction, we thought that we were going for a ground plus 3 floors. And apart from ground plus 3 floors, we also had a thought of maximize use of the site area and the construction site. So that's when we thought that we should avoid building extra floors for the pit room and the machine room. And when we tried to explore various offerings from the lift segment or the lift operations or the lift OEMs and the manufacturers, we had experience of using ThyssenKrupp for the commercials where I lived in Dubai. That was my first choice, and then today happily say that that was our best choice as well. And yes, it has given us a number of benefits, and we are experiencing throughout that for the last 2 years. Today in the world, right, it is very imperative that we have the safety as the top priority, and then comes your security. Now, we did not want to compromise, and it was a non-negotiable for us because we have elders at home and as well as our child. That was the most important thing. And when we actually looked at the product and the offering from the airline.
And services as well, because we went through some testimonials, whatever is put up in the website, right? Service is the most important part, because once you install, then if we are not getting a proper service, then that's something like, which is not acceptable. So that is something which interested us. One is on the brand, second is about security as you mentioned, and third is about the service throughout, that warranty and the service part. Aesthetic is good, and we have multiple choices, and definitely it is good. And another, we just matched it with the interiors, so that those options are available with the ThyssenKrupp, which is very interesting.
It goes with our flooring and with our walls. So, and that's how when they gave us the different options of the inside interiors as well as the external, and that's when we thought that could match to our interiors of the house.
Noiseless, care about the aesthetic part. Third is about service, I would say.
If you see the security feature, right, and safety part, I would say the sensor part, right? So you have the sensors where it will just avoid anyone, even in, let's say my child is in between the lift doors, and it just stops. It doesn't close by itself. It senses that there is someone, and then if you see the sensors placed at every, start from 2 feet, 1.5 feet to up to 8 to 10 feet, there are sensors which are put, which will actually avoid anyone getting stuck in between the doors, and that's important. The second is the operational perspective also. It's very user friendly. It's just the buttons, and then you could see there's no other things like the old traditional way of closing the grill doors, and then you have to lock it, and then so you don't see all that. Just a very user friendly where you can operate. I think it's a premium product. What I would suggest with because we have the homegrown companies within Chennai and across many other states where they do it, right? But you can't compare to the homegrown thing. But I think this is an international brand. I think one is we ourselves try to co-brand with the name. That means we proudly say that we are part of the Elite family now, Elite, and with Elite ThyssenKrupp. That's important, right? And that's edge because of the features what they have brought in. As I said previously also, right? There's no lift room, there's no machine room, and there's all that. That's actually given us more benefits to add in 2 more floors for our home theater and the reading room. That's fantastic. I think refer to my close colleagues and my circle of friends. And importantly, what they have noticed is avoiding of two floors. Right, that's important first feature which they immediately appreciate, and they say they would immediately go for it. The second is on the noiseless thing. And also on the, if you see, one more important feature is it works on a single phase power supply. That's important for us, which has helped us to actually have a less and low maintenance services. So I was actually completely looking at the way how the certified engineers from the ThyssenKrupp and the elite elevators came in, right? So it's just a plug and play kind. Everything is manufactured, compact, and then all you have to do is unpack the boxes and start assembling it. That's one of the good feature, right? I did not have to do any civil work at the time of actually the installation. Here, the boxes were unpacked and they started the equipments, whatever they brought in, whatever they had to do it, and that gives another edge, because I don't have to actually align any other people to work along with the elevator team. And precisely also, if you see the time bound also, right, you don't see any unknowns. There are no surprises actually. There is specification which was given. It was manufactured to the right specification with the dimensions whatever they had taken, and then it went very well. It coincided. I did not have to chip off any of the walls or any of the floorings, anything to do. There was absolutely no redo of any of the civil works. Again, a good work from the team.
You feel good, right? Because when the house is of a dream thing, then we have handpicked everything. The way he said, when we chose this elite elevators, again we've spent a lot of time. It's not just somebody recommended and we went for it, right? We did a lot of Indian brands as well. Many people said, why you have to invest so much? Because it's a premium brand and it's an expensive side, right? But we didn't want to compromise, and we wanted to feel wow factor. So when we travel, definitely, there's no noise, and absolutely, the user friendly as we mentioned. So everything was good. We feel good.
Elite elevators are the best home elevators.